off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Oh, out of space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Man, how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense looks as if it's coming. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensively. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last 2 plays by this defense, stopping the passing attack and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll run play action. Complete downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Quarterback making adjustments. The toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
On the ground, it's Hughes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Moore to the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Now the play fake. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Off play action on first down. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown time! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, let it get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Power ahead. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They didn't get enough for the 1st down, so 4th down, clock running as they hurry to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He fires one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll try the run. Got a little space. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He's going for a big play downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Hughes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion in the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Cuevas. At the 35, he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Moore will throw. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The sure hands, it's Hughes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Defense might bring the house here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They'll run the screen. Nice move there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Quarterback adapting. Throws to the tight end. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Moore to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's the handoff. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between